Born oldest of 7 children, Abraham Maslow was born April 1st, 1908, in Brooklyn, New York. His parents were Russian immigrants who emigrated to New York. Their names were Samuel and Rose. Growing up, Maslow had a difficult childhood. His parents treated him worse at home, and his father was always gone and occasionally abandoned his marriage. His mother, on the other hand, was worse. Maslow hated his mother the most and never got to reconcile. She would punish Maslow for almost to no wrongdoings. There was a time where Maslow brought 2 kittens into his house and his mother killed them, bashing their heads against the wall. Her treatment towards Maslow affected his emotional life and his psychology. As a child, Maslow underwent an inferiority complex. He disliked his physical attributes such as his large nose and felt embarrassed and all alone in the world. As a result, he compensated with athleticism but failed and turned to books. The library became his safe haven for his childhood and adolescence. Reading and education started his journey out of poverty and loneliness. He adopted the life of a scholar and was accepted at City College of New York, where he studied law on his father's request, but weeks later decided he didn't want to. He left Brooklyn in pursuit of Cornell University and then University of Wisconsin. His cousin Bertha joined him in UW. At the age of 20 and 19, Bertha and Maslow married. This marriage provided feelings of belonging and direction for Maslow. His time in Cornell University, he took up psychology but turned away from its teachings. In UW, however, he took up behavioral psychology from John B. Watson. Intrigued, this was his first steps from behaviorist to the ideas of humanistic psychology. He got his PhD from UW in 1934, then went back to New York for his postdoctoral fellowship with Edward L. Thorndike at Columbia University. He then taught at Brooklyn College until 1951. Teaching in New York, late 1930s and early 1940s, he met theorists such as Karen Horney and Alfred Adler. Amidst World War II, Maslow changed his thinking and developed a psychology with the highest human ideals. The idea that people are capable of showing positive behavior rather than prejudice, hatred, and aggression. 1951 to 1969, he taught at Brandeis University in Massachusetts, which allowed him to move to California. He became popular as a figure in psychology and the public, that he received awards and was elected president of the American Psychological Association in 1967. While jogging, Maslow suffered from a heart attack and died in 1970. Maslow viewed women as people trapped in the U.S. cultural appropriation cage or social norms. Males were more dominant than females due to their psychological training of dominance. In his research, Dominance, Personality, and Social Behavior in Women, he expressed that women with high dominance preferred to be treated like a person. Maslow believed that higher level of dominance in females led to more psychological freedom. His quote from his study suggests that human peak experiences and religious conquest for betterment lie on the same path with each other. Maslow always appeared as a theorist that had the most connection with the public. I felt like he understood more of the people in general. He went out of his way in finding the best in people and showing how to fulfill one's potential.